welcome to Geeking Now with MellyMel. I'm Melissa. Today I have a really special video for you guys. This is my very first Q&A video. This is actually a collaboration with my partner channel Lizzie over at LizeInDisneyland, Jody and Lora from the Jody Lora Life, and Joe and Andy from Park Pioneer. So basically we each wrote 10 questions for each other for a total of 30 questions. I'm very excited to answer the questions, and today is my turn to answer their questions. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so let's get started with the questions. The first set of questions that I'm gonna read, I'm actually sorting through the questions on my phone. These are from my partner channel, Lizzie, over at LizeInDisneyland. So the very first question says, how did you and Dirk meet? Dirk's my husband, so we actually met on MySpace back in the day before Facebook was even popular, back in 2006. So that's how we met. Question number 2 says, would you have had a Disney wedding if you could? Definitely. Disney weddings are very expensive, but if that would have been an option, yes. Question number 3, what is your ultimate grail pin you want to own? I would say any of the either Belle or Beast profile pins. Those pins go for a lot of money. I don't have any of those, but those would be definitely some grail pins that I would love to own. Question number 4, it says, what Disney park is highest on your wish list? I'm assuming this would be a park that I haven't been to yet, so I would say Disneyland Paris. That is on the top of my wish list, along with any and all of the Asian parks. Question number 5, what would you collect if you didn't collect pins? Well, I already also collect Disney Store keys and Funko Pop, so I would say any of those two things would then become my main collections if I didn't collect pins. Question number 6, how many times have you been to Walt Disney World? I would say around maybe 15 to 18 times. First time I went was when I was 5, so that's 1. Then I went again when I was 15, so that's 2. Then I went again when I was like 25, when I first moved to New Jersey, that's 3. And then I've been going ever since like 2015, pretty much every year, multiple times a year. So I would say probably around 15 to 18 times. All right. So question number 7, it says, did you ever want to work for Disney? Yes. I think so. I think that would be cool. I don't think I would care what I would do for Disney, but I'm thinking maybe something behind the scenes would be cool. But even working at a Disney store, like one of those at the mall, because I know that cast members get pretty cool perks, and I want access to, you know, the employee store so that I can get some like neat special pins and things like that. You see, I'm just got pin on the brain. But I think it'll be fun to work for Disney and just have those extra perks and just, you know, becoming part of the family. So I would definitely consider working for Disney one day. Question number 8, what inspired you to create your channel? So I've had my Instagram a lot longer than I've had my YouTube channel, and I found myself uploading, you know, short 1-minute clips to my Instagram showing some pins that I got and things like that. And I started thinking that rather than just uploading short clips to Instagram, maybe I could just create a full-length video. Well, when I say full length, I mean 5 to 10 minute long videos. So I figured it would be a great opportunity to maybe start doing that on YouTube. So that's how it started. Question number 9, we have, what's your favorite animated non-princess Disney film? And then she says, I've done this on purpose so you can't say Beauty and the Beast or Roger Rabbit. So I would say that one of my favorite animated non-princess Disney films would probably have to be Lion King. Lion King is great, and there's no princess in there, although Nala could be a princess. But I would say probably Lion King, Lady on the Tramp. Those are great Disney movies that have no princesses in there, and I just think they're lovely. And the last question from Lizzie, question number 10. It says, what's your goal for your channel? So I would love to reach 1,000 subscribers before or by my first year anniversary, which is at the end of September. That would be great. But ultimately, I would just keep on doing what I'm doing, just bringing content for you guys and keep on meeting wonderful people through YouTube and networking and just kind of see where this takes me. But I would love to reach 1,000 subscribers, if not by my first year anniversary, hopefully by the end of the year. So that is definitely a goal of mine. All right, so now the next set of questions are from Joe and Andy over at Park Pioneer. So question number 1 says, are there any pin collections that you regret starting? If so, what are they and why do you regret starting them? So I don't have any specific collection that I regret starting. I do have some pins, however, that I do regret getting because they were impulse buys. Like I have this humongous LE200 pin that was from the Disney Studio Store Hollywood that was released already 23. This pin is ginormous, cost me $250. And it's not anything that I collect. I just thought it was cool and I saw that it was available and I just got excited. And I got it and it was an impulse buy, and now I kind of regret getting it because it was expensive and it's not really anything that I collect. So that is, I guess, my one purchase that I regret. Not necessarily a collection, but just that one pin purchase. Now, question number 2, it says, what do you think is the most overrated Disney film? Okay, so I feel like this question is loaded. All right, so I know a lot of people like this movie, but I think it's a little overrated, and it's Aristocats. I think that Marie and all the other kitties are very cute, and I think the Aristocats merch is very cute, really pretty, but the movie itself, I think, is a little overrated. It wasn't really anything that I got into. I actually saw the Aristocats not long ago. I actually saw it for the first time. I want to say it was either earlier this year or towards the end of 2019. And it wasn't really anything that blew me away. So I would say that's probably one of Disney's most overrated movies. All right, so question number 3, it says, you're having a dinner party and can invite 5 celebrity guests, living or dead. Who would you invite? So this is not going to be a Disney related answer because I feel like if I went Disney related, there were just so many different possibilities. So I would just say I would invite 5 characters from the American version of The Office. I love that TV show. It's my favorite TV show. I feel like I'm always watching the reruns on Netflix. So I would probably invite Pam and Jim, Michael, Dwight, and I'll probably add Andy to the mix. These are all just so funny, and I think that the interactions between everybody would just be pretty fun. So I would invite those 5 characters to a dinner party. Now, question number 4, it says, what's your favorite place to eat at Disney? So if we're talking Disney in general with Disney Springs, I would say Morimoto Asia over at Disney Springs is my favorite place to go eat. Their food is delicious. They have an Asian fusion type of cuisine and I absolutely love it. Their Peking duck is amazing. Their fried rice is the best fried rice I've had in a long time. So I would say Morimoto Asia. When it comes to the actual parks, I mean, depending on the park, I have different places to eat, but if I can just name one place, I'd probably just go with Morimoto Asia, which is located at Disney Springs. Question number 5, it says, where is your favorite pin trading spot in Walt Disney World? I haven't done a whole lot of pin trading at the parks, but I would say probably in front of the Frontier Trading Post in Magic Kingdom. That is a pretty cool place to pin trade because the pin store is right there, so I can just buy something, stand outside, and it's an easy place to pin trade because the people that are hanging around the store are most likely pin traders, so I would say that's a pretty cool place to pin trade. Next, question number 6, it says, if you had an all expenses paid trip to anywhere in the world, where would you go? I would probably say Italy. I would love to go to Italy one day, and also Paris. So maybe an all expenses paid to Disneyland Paris and just sightseeing around Paris, maybe somehow get to Italy too, I would say that would be a lovely trip. Question number 7, it says, what is your favorite 100% live action Disney film? It's really a tough question. I do think that Lion King was very cute. Aladdin was great, Beauty and the Beast was great. And my only complaint about Beauty and the Beast is that I think that Emma Watson is a great actress, but for some reason I can't quite see her as Belle. Other than that, I love the movie and I would say that's my favorite live action movie. And though I'm not too sold on Emma Watson as Belle, I do think that they did a great job bringing everything else to life. So I would say the live action Beauty and the Beast. All right. So for question number 8, what's a secret skill or talent that you have? So the only thing I can think of is something that I had showed on a previous video. It's something that I can do with my thumb. So let me show you. I can just bend my thumb all the way to the back. So there's my thumb. So it goes all the way back. I don't know how I even noticed that I could do that. When this has come up in conversation somehow with other people and I show them that, people are like, how can you do that? I'm like, I have no idea. So I guess that's my secret talent. Question number 9, it says, what's your biggest Disney related regret? So this regret is not planning my vacations accordingly a few years ago, because I feel like every time I go to Disney and Hanson is playing for the Eat to the Beat concerts in Epcot, I always miss them. I am never there when they're there. I feel like we never line up. So I would say that's one of my biggest Disney related regrets, just not being able to match up my vacation for when Hanson is there with the concerts. Other than that, I have no complaints or regrets. The last question, question number 10, it says, what's your favorite book or piece of music? So I don't read much. I'm not really a book person. And piece of music, I don't know if you mean like what's my favorite genre of music. I love pop music, that's my favorite genre of music. But when it comes to books, there is just one book that I've always loved. It's called Like Water for Chocolate. That book is amazing. I actually read it for the first time when I was in school, in high school. It was a mandatory book to read. However, I really liked it. I think it's a very different type of book. All the books are divided by months and each month is a different recipe, and the book revolves around this girl who is the cook of the house and she couldn't marry this guy, and what they do to be together and how her emotions transfer to people through her cooking. So it's a pretty interesting book. So I would say it's my favorite book of all time. So these are the last set of questions. These are from Jody and Laura. The first question says, what was your favorite memory in Puerto Rico? I would say my favorite memory is just staying with my grandma when I was little. My parents would drop me off on their way to work when I was little, probably around 6:30 in the morning or so. And I remember having toast and café con leche with my grandma in the mornings. That's such a lovely memory from when I was living in Puerto Rico. Also, I miss the coqui frog. It makes it sound like this. So I miss hearing that. So those are some of my favorite memories in Puerto Rico. Question number 2, what's your favorite thing about your hubby? I would say that he's very down to earth. He's a pretty chill guy. He's funny, he's smart, and he loves Disney. So those are all the things that I love about him. Next, question number 3, what is your favorite genre of music? Pop. Question number 4, what is your favorite movie? I would say my favorite movie is like my guilty pleasure movie. It is Mean Girls. I love Mean Girls. This is one movie that always makes me happy. It's funny, it's fun. So I would say Mean Girls. Number 5, who is your favorite actor or actress? I don't think I have a favorite actress, but actor, I would probably say either Jamie Dornan or Robert Pattinson. Question number 6, we know Epcot is your favorite park. Which country is your favorite in World Showcase? I would say Mexico. I love the Mexican Pavilion. I love that once you go in there, I feel like I'm in the streets of Mexico. There's all these like different vendors and cool things that I could get. I've never been to Mexico, but it makes me feel as if I was there. So definitely the Mexico Pavilion. And this question was a two-part question I just noticed. It says, which ride is your favorite in Future World? I would probably say either Spaceship Earth or Test Track, but I definitely love Spaceship Earth, so it's kind of like a tough question to answer, but I would say either one of those. Question number 7, lipstick or eyeliner? I would say eyeliner. I typically don't wear lipstick. I typically just use chapstick. I would say if it's between lipstick and eyeliner, I would probably go for eyeliner. Question number 8, how did you come up with your YouTube name? The way that I came up with my name is that I tend to geek out about the things that I like. When I get something that I really like, I start geeking out about things. So just because that's my general feeling towards things that I like, I just tend to geek out. So I figure I would do a channel where I can geek out about the things that I like, you know, Disney pins, any kind of Disney merch, or even if I was to go to Universal Studios and I wanted to geek out about being at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. But it's mainly because I like to geek out about the things that I like, and I like to share that with you guys so that we can all geek out together. Of course, my name is Melissa, and people call me Melly or Mel. So Geeking Out with MellyMel, I thought that was the perfect name for my channel. Question number 9. It is date night, so choice is a Dirk cooking dinner for you or going out to dinner with him. So while I think it's lovely every time he cooks, I think I would most likely go with going out to dinner so there's no cleanup after dinner. So I would say going out to dinner. Last question is, have you ever gone to Comic-Con? If not, would you ever go? Yes, I have been to 2 Comic-Cons. I went to one in Atlantic City and one in Pittsburgh. The one in Pittsburgh, I actually dressed up. I dressed up as the Angelina Jolie version of Maleficent, and it was a lot of fun. Oh yes, I've been to 2 Comic-Cons. And that's it, you guys. Lizzie, Joe, Andy, Jody, Laura, thank you so much for the questions you guys wrote for me. I had a lot of fun answering the questions, my very first Q&A video. And guys, let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see more Q&A videos in the future, or if you guys want to submit some specific questions that I can answer in a future Q&A video. And as usual, if you love the things that I talk about, definitely subscribe, comment, like, and hit that notification bell so that you can keep geeking out with me. Bye!